I am very much afraid to say the truth. The church is not for the pastors. I don't care how big this church is. It's really not the pastor church. I know that it get to a position where we get high and mighty like God till we start use security and we block some people based on how they may look or whatever the case may be. And them same people need to call police and the same security are the same police. And those police need to act accordingly because the church. Now you start to look down on the people with their eyes or where they're looking. And this is the same thing where the church was supposed to be against. Now the church supposed to, if you call the police and the police are the security of the church, they must move and the people must go in because the church is supposed to serve for the people. None of these man of God, I don't care how big he is, he could have a stadium for a church. So you never put the money to your pocket. You never. But you know what? The people were supposed to do their job. They make you become God. And now you're walking all over them because the church, seriously, is not your church. You never have the money in the first place to build it. I don't care how many branches you say you have. They are not yours. Truth be told, they're not your church. You guys can tell me where the money comes from. It's not your money. But you get away with a lot of things and then your children start to get away with it and then your children say, big is like politics and politician, man. When it's not yours. And many of us sit and watch these things and know it's just not your church. It's for the people. And you're supposed to serve the people just like politics and politician. But then they find a way to get away with it and say, it's this and that. It's not your church. And then you have police and security and all kind of something with you. And no. And then, we always look for the smallest of people to step on. Even church, you see people do it to the smallest of people. And one time, I guess, he said, come and see where you are, no longer exists. Be careful you entertain a stranger, no longer exists. What we have now is man in their own flesh. And their own driven, their own self off, and then call themselves their own success. And we deal with the people the way that we don't want to be treated. And we become big now. Thank God. All glory belongs to the King. And now, if your security or your police beat them base and how they look and run them base like dogs, I'm sure you're okay with that. But just remember, it's not your building. But the same God will lift you up. The same God will take you down. You understand? The same people you pass when you're going up, remember, it's the same people you pass when you're coming down. Some of you no longer have integrity. Integrity is gone. Moral, down things are gone. Many of you. But many of you who still trying to go up there. And your behavior when you're down here, your thought is nice thought, but when you get up, you look down on the same people. Many of these people who suffer just come to you. You shame them like a dog. Your attitude and your behavior is no longer. You forgot when you were there. And you just want to have a break. You just want to have something. But when you get up there, you forgot. You remember. You forgot. And many of these big man, and how your police or your security treating the common people. My God, may God help us all. Because I say, Lord, drop the fire upon them. Only you could drop such fire, could deal with them to remind man back their position. Because without the fear of God, they will never know themselves again because they're too big. And then there are people who worship them, make them believe that they are God. And it gets swelled, they get to their head, and now they become walking on water like your Paul. I tell you something. Peter. I tell you this, Jesus. I tell you this, man. You guys get ahead of yourself so much now. But it's just... Our job is to help them, the needy and the fatherless and the widows and all that kind of stuff. Hey, we forgot all about that now, man. You guys are so big. You're the big giant. We need a David to just slow another Goliath. But every man have them days of reckoning, like I said. At the end of every man, there's judgment. And every man have to give account. And I don't care how much material things you have, you will see. Because shortly when your time comes, and you see many big men have fall. And I heard ministers say man is too big to fall when there's no such thing. But I make you understand that no man is too big to fall, because no man is greater than his maker. And some of you believe those things in your head, and you treat your own people like garbage. So bad, and it's just disgusting. And many church need to stand against these things. But then again, what we standing for? We just see people doing all kind of things in ministry now, and all these people fighting, doing all kind of things. What is going on? When we're gonna come together and make people understanding leader? You must lead. You must lead, because you say you're a leader, and a leader must lead and stand on the truth, stand on the word. Not for one feelings or what you may offend somebody or whatever the case may be. And treat the people at the bottom with integrity and with decency. Treat them like human beings because they are, not because they hymn talk about the disposition. So you can label them. But when someone come put on some nice clothes and everything because of the learn to package yourself, they are past. But if the people don't have it, you look down on them, you want to spit on them, you want to treat them less down because it's in your eyes. You forgot yourself when you was there and how you want to get up there. But as soon as you get look on, you look down on them, you treat them like them. Man, you got to stop these things. My God, my Lord. May the good Lord bless us all, because we're all going to need it. I pray for somebody today.